Hi everyone, we're going to do the book tag of 2026. This is actually the first video that I filmed back in 2025 to start my book content, and I am really excited. I will link these questions down below like usual. Enough me talking, let's just get started. So the first question is, how many books are you planning on reading in 2026? So I set a reading goal of 200 books because last year I did 100 and I think I read 115 or 110, something like that. This year I set it for 200, but no, it's not only novels. I want to include comics and mangas as well because I also read mangas and comics. Definitely comics and novels are like my top priority of my reading list, so that is why I set my goal for 200, because comics are easier to read than novels because they're shorter and you can like read so many of them throughout the day because how short they are. Like most comics are like 20 pages or less. Also omnibuses that I read, I am gonna start the Wonder Woman omnibus soon because last year I finished Catwoman's, so this year I want to read Wonder Woman's and also Harleen's book that I have. Number 2, a book you likely to read this year. Honestly, I have a few books that I might read this year is On Wings of Blood. I already read the art read of the 3rd book, but since the 3rd book comes out in March, I do want to reread it. So I'm planning on rereading the first 2 books in order to read the 3rd book again, so I can have the full experience again. Also, I've really been thinking of rereading Fourth Wing and Iron Flame and Onyx Storm. I honestly just love that series so much, I can't. And also, I was thinking of rereading, I will be reading this. I'm rereading the whole Hunger Games series just because I haven't read Sunrise of the Reaping. So I want to reread the whole series in order to read Sunrise of the Reaping. So that's definitely my main priority to reread this year. The other 2 is like more of like, if I have time, I can reread it, but definitely Hunger Games series. Number 3, a priority read on your 2026 TBR. I don't really have a priority read. Well, okay, I know my priority read now. My brain just clicked. Definitely one of my priority reads is the ACOTAR series because I am on only book 2 and I just want to finish this whole series by the end of this year or by mid of this year. I just want to finish it so I can start Throne of Glass. The second one is to finish the Guild series, which is right behind me right here. I am currently still on book 1. Yeah, so I know I can finish this series easily. It's just I'm taking forever to do it. The 3rd priority read that I have this year is the Zodiac Academy series. Yes, that is a huge series, I know. So definitely like Mile High, the Boys Atomic series. I want to finish the Anna Hung Universe series that I have. I already finished the Twisted series, so I need to start a series after that. And so like those are definitely my main priority reads, but mainly finishing ACOTAR because I've been on this for a while now, and also the Guild the Plated Prisoner series. 4, an author you won't be reading more books from this year. I don't really have any authors that I didn't like last year. Well, yeah, the one person that I honestly I don't like their writing. I don't like how they write some stuff, but if you like them, you're more than welcome to be here because I don't judge who you read and you shouldn't judge who I read, so this is a safe space. But the one author that I won't continue reading is Colleen Hoover. That's mainly the only person that I can think of. 5, something new you want to read. Ooh, I want to read more historical fiction because I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this in so many of my previous videos. I am not a historical fiction, contemporary fiction type of girl. Like, I love my fantasies, romanticities, dark romance, contemporary romance, thrillers, horrors. I love all of those, but historical fiction and contemporary fiction is the 2 that I struggle the most with reading, and I definitely do want to read more of those. Doesn't matter if it's historical fantasy, historical whatever. I just want to read more historical and more fiction books. Nightingale is one of them. And then I just picked up a historical fiction book the other day with my friend because she recommended it. And I was like, maybe it'll get me into it. Definitely just more historical. Oh, like Beartown, for example, for fiction books. Beartown, like any books from like Frederick Backman is one of them. 6, a popular book you want to read. Alchemized. yeah, so Alchemist I was supposed to read last year, but it was just so long and I just couldn't get into the mindset of reading it. Obviously it was very popular last year. It was super popular. It kind of is still popular now, but like last year when it came out, it was so hyped up, and I just want to read it for myself to see why is it so good. And like, I am doing a lot of hand movements. I am so sorry. Definitely Alchemist is one of the popular books that I want to read. 7. Most anticipated 2026 book release. Oh my god, I have so many. I have it literally written down on my calendar, but The Wings That Bind by Briar is one of them. That's part of the 3rd book of the On Wings of Blood book, and then also the 4th book that's coming out, because it's a 4-book series. The fourth book comes out in November, I believe. So those are both of my 2 most anticipated read. Hunt the Villain by Rena Kent. However, I did not read the first 2 books yet because I'm still finishing the Legacy of God series, which I'm almost done. Game On by Nevessa. However, I did DNF book 2. I don't remember the name. I just DNF it temporarily just because I was not in the mood to read that dark romance. So I'm gonna start it again before the 3rd book comes out. And apparently the 3rd book of Quicksilver, like the series, is coming out this year from what I've heard on TikTok. Don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I've been hearing. I still need to read the 2nd book of Quicksilver. I've just been stalling because I don't want to read it yet because I want to save it. I really want to know what happened. Number 8, a bookish goal for 2026. A bookish goal is actually reading a historical fiction book from beginning to end. Okay, that is my main goal, to actually read a historical fiction book, and obviously completing my reading goal of this year. A book that's been on your TBR you probably won't ever read. I have a lot. I don't know if it's just that I don't know if I won't ever read it. It's just more of like, maybe I don't know when I'll get to it. I haven't read The Cruel Prince, and that's been on my bookshelf for the longest time. Okay, Hooked, also Promises and Pomegranates. I'm really scared to read The Ritual. That is definitely on my TBR, but I'm really scared to read it. So I would say those are the probably the books that are on my TBR that I won't ever read. It was more of like, I don't know when I'll get to them. It's not that I won't ever read them. I probably will read them eventually. 10, a series you want to read this year. I listed a lot earlier. Throne of Glass, Cranston City. Definitely those. Oh, the Predator series. I don't know if that's the name of the series, but the Predator, like the dark romance books. Or is it called the Dark Verse series? I don't remember. But no, the first book is The Predator. The one with, I can't remember his name. There's the Red Queen series that I'm looking at right now. 11, your auto-buy offers going into 2026. Briar, the one who wrote On Wings of Blood. Rebecca Yarros, of course. Frida McFadden. Alexandra Tran. A. Elliot. Those are some authors that I will continue buying from. Obviously, there's way more, but like, those are my top right now. 12, a book to show adaptation you're excited for about this year. The Love Hypothesis. I'm pretty sure that's coming out this year. I may be so wrong. I just know that's coming out. If they're not coming out this year, then my bad, but I'm just gonna name them anyways. Fourth Wing, I'm pretty sure that's not coming out this year, but Fourth Wing. And only if they do it right though. I really hope they do it right. I hope so, because I feel like with Fourth Wing, it would be better if it was animated. I know the 2nd movie of The Housemaid is coming out. I just don't know when. I know it's in the working apparently from what I saw on TikTok or Instagram. I just don't know if it's actually gonna come out, but I just know it's in the works. If that is coming out this year, then that. I'm also really excited about, well, this already came out, but People Be Me on Vacation. I went to read that book first before I watch it, but obviously it already came out, but it was one that I'm excited for. 13, a sequel you're anticipating. We'll come back to that question. We'll come back to that. Bookish things you're leaving in 2026. The book buying ban. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that in 2026 because honestly, life is too short to like stop yourself from buying the books that you want. Obviously, like, you can put a limit on yourself and how much you want to spend, this and that, but like, I'm not gonna stop myself from buying one book if I really want it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm leaving book buying ban in 2025. That's in 2026. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's one thing I'm leaving in 2025, the book buying ban, because I have set a goal of how much I want to spend each month on books and like this and that, but I'm not gonna stop myself from buying 1 or 2 books if I want to. And like, yes, my TBR is gonna grow even more, but like, that's okay. I want to build a library, and eventually I will read these books. I will get to them. I will either do audiobook or just immersive reading. I don't know. I'll get to them. So that's definitely one thing I'm leaving in 2025. 15, what to expect from this account. I'm gonna be honest, I have been slacking on uploading and editing videos for you guys just because of the state I am in currently. It's just my mind has been struggling a lot. You can expect more book content from this channel, of course, and I am down for anything you guys request, and well, obviously if I can do it. And just know that this is also, I will say what is right and what is wrong, like political wise. Just know you're gonna expect more from this channel. I'm definitely gonna be posting more about political stuff on my channels and stuff, like here and there in the videos, because reading is political. And I'm sorry if you disagree, but like anything that you watch, that you read, is political. It has politics in it. If you like Star Wars, you like Harry Potter, there's politics in it. And the books that you read, the fantasy books that you read, there's politics in it. And so just expect more of me having a voice on my channel and speaking about what's right and what's wrong, because what is happening in today's world is not okay. It definitely should not be happening, and I just don't know how people are supporting what is going on. It is really heartbreaking to me, and also really sad and scary for a person of color. But also, even if you're not a person of color, you should still be scared, because they don't care if you're Asian, black, Hispanic, or white. They literally don't care what you are. They will still do what they want to do. So for people to say that reading is not political, I would love and would hope for them to open their eyes again and see what they're reading and watching. It is that serious. It is that deep. If you're reading Onyx Storm, The Hunger Games, if you like watching Star Wars, Harry Potter, reading Star Wars and Harry Potter, you like watching The Vampire Diaries, those are all political. And I don't know how to explain to you, but like, you need to see what they're doing. They're trying to stop corruption. They're trying to make sure that everyone is equal and everyone belongs here. I just cannot express that enough. But you should just expect more of that stuff on my channel. Just more. I will have a voice. I will voice my opinion. I will talk about what is going on in this world. So do expect more of that from my channel. And I'm sorry if you don't like it, but it is very important. It is that serious. Moving on. How has your reading taste evolved from last year? I think it has evolved a lot. I think I've gotten more into high fantasy and epic fantasy as well. I slowly get into it, obviously, but definitely has evolved a lot. 17. Book 2 creators who inspire you. Mariana, Larry, Yana, Sarah, Emmy, Laura, like, inspire me to make my book content, and also the books that I read. And then 18, something you want to say to anyone who wants to start a bookish account. Just do it. Just do it. Like, life is too short to be scared. I understand it is scary. You can be nervous, you can be anxious. No, I get it, because I was there. And I still get anxious and nervous sometimes when filming. However, just post what you want. Do what makes you happy. Okay, because starting this book account has made me so happy. Like, I love the videos I filmed before, but book content has made me 10 times happier. Also, reading is subjective. If you like this book and some people don't like it, don't worry, there's gonna be people who will like your opinion and like the books that you read, and you can bond with them. And honestly, my channel is such a safe space. Just because if I like a book and you don't like it, doesn't mean you can't be here, because we shouldn't judge each other for the books that we like and the authors that we like, because reading is an outlet. Reading is subjective. If I think the book is really well written and you don't, well then we can agree to disagree. You know what I mean? Just start your channel, and if you do end up starting your channel, drop it down below. I'll be happy to subscribe. I'll be happy to support you throughout your content, and it could be even YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, or all three if you want. Do what you want and what makes you happy. That is all I have to say. Just do it, and I'm here to support you throughout your journey. So yeah, and then going back to the sequel thing, I literally cannot think of a sequel that I'm excited for this year for some reason. My brain is blanking, but I feel like I gave enough books that I'm excited for this year. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.